Innovation is life. If you do not grow, if you do not change, if you do not innovate, you die.
Innovation is central to advancement and improving the economy and the quality of life in Northwest Indiana.
The society was an eye-opener for many people.
We were the first to say that innovation exists in the region. No one talked about innovation in those days.
It was definitely a door for me to get to know my community. I don't ever feel alone in the business.
People and leaders in Northwest Indiana get the idea that something's different, something's new, something's special about Northwest Indiana. And I don't know how you unlearn that. You don't.
There is a greater sense of feeling of accomplishment and a sense of pride that otherwise would not have existed without the society. Innovation can be anywhere, and anyone can be an innovator.
The Society of Innovators helped us realize that innovation occurs here, that innovators live here, who want to encourage innovation right here in Northwest Indiana.
Innovate, create, animate, advocate, but never imitate. Passion, the desire to do and be better, to be more. For society, the greater good. You are here in this moment in time to bear witness to your invention, your inventiveness in approaching the unknown, that scary apparent opponent. Yes, you can.
Innovate, create,
Animate,
advocate,
but never imitate.
imagination, that place not yet seen, not yet explored, not yet exploited. A place you all of you go, in order to solve and overcome challenges. Yes, you can.
Innovate,
create,
animate,
advocate,
but never imitate.
Hello, I'm Sheila Matias, Executive Director of the Leadership Institute and the Society of Innovators at Purdue Northwest. From workforce development to the health of our community and our families, 2020, I'm sure you'll agree, has been one heck of a year. Massive disruption and historic disturbances to our normal way of life is everywhere. Now more than ever, we're really grateful to people who've been able to help us figure out a way forward. We thank everyone, community leaders, business leaders, education leaders, nonprofit leaders, who have really made us remember that innovation is alive and well in Northwest Indiana. You know, leadership and innovation go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. The leaders we recognize this year may come from different communities, different parts of the region, different backgrounds, but they all share something in common. They have common traits of an innovator. These are the men and women who embrace possibility, who thirst for knowledge, and are always looking for a better way forward. Tonight, we celebrate the class of 2020 inductees into the Society of Innovators, and what an honor that you're joining us. While we may not be able to gather in person this year, we are still celebrating. This doesn't change the fact that this is one connected region, Northwest Indiana. We are thinkers, doers, and change makers. So thank you for your role in being part of our innovation community in Northwest Indiana, and thanks for joining us.
Good evening. I'm Tom Keon, and I serve as Chancellor for Purdue University Northwest. It's our privilege to work with the Society of Innovators. One of my hopes and dreams was always to have innovation at the forefront of PNW. By having this partnership, it has really helped meld that together in a very strong and exciting way. While I'm here to really congratulate all of you for your work and your innovation, I must tell you that innovation has become particularly significant right now. For one, we're in the middle of a pandemic. There are many things that have had to change in our world, whether it's the way we deliver a class, or the way we spend time with friends. This is an extraordinarily different time, and those different times bring out innovation and create innovation. Also, we're at a point in time where people are understanding that for Northwest Indiana to go forward and to become a strong economic entity for Northwest Indiana, we must have more innovation. So I congratulate all of you, and I ask you to become strong partners with the Society of Innovators and help us build a new Northwest Indiana. Thank you all, and congratulations again.
Keep going. You can do this. That resilience is part of the pride at Purdue University Northwest. Just like you, we find a way to keep moving forward, coming together to thrive as a community. When you join the pride at PNW, you do more than develop the real-world tools you need to succeed. You feed the determination that makes it all possible. Power onward with PNW.
ArcelorMittal is the world's largest steel and mining company. Today's steel is incredibly versatile and 100% recyclable. Thanks to continuous innovation, steel is stronger, lighter, and more sustainably produced than ever before. Steel helps our customers make safer, more environmentally friendly, and energy-efficient products, from cars and appliances to bridges and skyscrapers. Our values of sustainability, quality, and leadership drive our commitment to workplace health and safety and the well-being of the communities where ArcelorMittal operates. We aim to be a trusted user of air, water, and land, and an active member of our communities. ArcelorMittal supports programs that advance STEM education, protect the environment, and improve health and safety. We believe that ArcelorMittal is transforming tomorrow through our products, processes, and partnerships.
The Society recognizes exemplary individuals who've made it through the selection process and as inductees into the Society of Innovators. Anyone who lives or works in Northwest Indiana is eligible for consideration. So it is my real pleasure and honor to announce 8 new individual inductees as part of our class of 2020. Ken Berry, Executive Director, City Life Center, Gary, Indiana. Ken Berry makes valuable connections for underrepresented youths, creating unique programming that keeps youth engaged, active, and focused on improving their future. In an area where school funding has been cut for extracurricular activities and youth job opportunities are scarce, Ken creates numerous opportunities that fill the void.
My name is Ken Berry. I am the Executive Director of City Life Center, located in Gary, Indiana. Well, what makes City Life Center innovative, from my perspective, is the fact that we try to make sure that we are highly adaptable, highly flexible in our programming. So we don't shove kids in a box. We don't shove families in a box. We don't say, hey, here's what we're doing. You just need to come and do it, right? We're here to help families thrive. A lot of times organizations like ours will just serve kids. And we were saying the most effective way to serve kids was to serve the entire family. And so we want to make sure that those families have the protective factors that they need in order to thrive. One of the things that we had to do was figure out how we were still going to deliver high quality after school programming in the midst of kids being sheltered in at home. One of the things that we decided to do was to create a really cool virtual after school program, which we call Lit After School. At the core of what we do at City Life Center is relationships, and everything is birthed out of the relationships that we build with kids and their families. And so this was a way to see eye to eye, face to face, and let them know that we loved them, we were still there for them, and everything that they expected from City Life Center was still available to them, even in the midst of a pandemic. What I wish people knew about Gary is the same thing I wish people knew about Northwest Indiana. And that is Gary and Northwest Indiana possess some of the best people resources that you'll find anywhere. Outside of that small town I lived in Texas, this is probably the place where I see the most phenomenal people you ever want to meet in your life. The people resources in Gary, Indiana and Northwest Indiana are almost unmatched. My name is Ken Berry, and I am a Northwest Indiana innovator.
Magesh Chandramouli, Associate Professor of Computer Graphics Technology, Purdue University Northwest. Dr. Chandramouli designed and implemented Project Maneuver, an innovative multimodal virtual reality framework for manufacturing education. The modules were developed using novel methods for access through 3 modes: desktop, augmented, and immersive VR. Modules were also made available using the MOOC, Massive Open Online Course Framework, making them available to other colleges in Northwest Indiana and surrounding regions.
My innovations specifically apply to using virtual reality, especially affordable virtual reality, for instruction and research. Some of the areas where I have applied this include for hardware instruction and programming instruction, digital manufacturing instruction. I feel really humbled to be inducted into such a reputed organization. This kind of effort goes a long way in promoting innovation and also in stimulating such ideas in the future generation. To me, innovation and this kind of induction into the society makes me feel part of a group that has been promoting this kind of activities for a long period of time, and to be recognized by such a reputed group is like a pat on the back to continue to do more efforts in this direction and collaborate with others. Purdue Northwest and my college, the College of Technology, have been very closely involved with the industry in the Northwest Indiana region, and myself and many other faculty members have been fortunate to be actively interacting with such industrialists on real-time project, and this has been a mutually beneficial symbiotic relationship. Innovation, according to me, is not a discrete event, but it's a continuous process. For instance, one of the key things about innovation is the ability to being open, to be not restricted to one particular way of thinking, but to think out of the box for solutions.
Emily Edwards, founder, Emily's Food, Paradise Icing, Cherville, Indiana. Emily Edwards is the creator of Paradise Icing, a sweet, plant-based icing dip that contains pea protein powder. Paradise Icing was made to address the millennial mother, the diabetic, or the athlete who wants to live a healthy lifestyle and is seeking a better-for-you snack that is healthy, organic, convenient, low in sugar, and still tastes good.
My name is Emily D. Edwards, and I am the founder of Emily's Foods and the creator of Paradise Icing. Take a dip into paradise and spread the love. Emily's Foods specializes in plant-based icings and dips and snacks. Well, what's unique about Paradise Icing is that it is the only U.S. plant-based product, sweet product in the dessert category. It contains pea protein powder, has some really cool features. It heats up well, you can cook it, and it doesn't lose any of its integrity. It has no soy, no dairy, no nuts, no preservatives, and no additives. So it's just this really great product that I think is just on the cutting edge. Innovation means to me being able to take something or do something and develop it into something that people can benefit from it. You can share it with others, and it's just not about you, but you can actually give back to someone else. I'd like more people to know that Northwest Indiana has this family feeling. It's you can get some city life, but growing up in the country, what I really like about it is that some of the suburbs of Northwest Indiana reminds me more of that peaceful country living, and so that's what I really, really like about Northwest Indiana. My name is Emily D. Edwards, and I am a Northwest Indiana innovator.
Jamie Fankhauser, owner, Bun's Soapbox, Valparaiso, Indiana. Bun's Soapbox makes and sells goat's milk soap to support the employment of adult individuals on the autism spectrum. Jamie's goat milk soaps are made with raw, untouched milk straight from the farmer. Bun's Soapbox is known for the healing properties of its products. Their unique raw goat's milk blend helps hundreds of customers heal from acne, rosacea, psoriasis, and eczema. They have established over 100 varieties of scents, including Kentucky bourbon and Off Square Brewing's beer soaps.
My name is Jamie Fankhauser, and I'm the owner of Bun's Soapbox in downtown Valparaiso. And I started making soap in August of 17. I brought it home, and my daughter, who's on the spectrum, her skin dried up terribly and started to give her this goat's milk soap, and it healed her skin so incredibly. Other people started asking us for bars, and then they started asking if they could buy bars. I never intended to have a shop. The process really began with me saying I always was supposed to make soap. We offer shampoos, body bars, lotions, lip balms, an entire acne product line. Yeah, it's a full soap shop. The process that we do is complicated in that we take our goat's milk straight from the farmer, untouched, so it's raw. And so by adding the raw goat's milk to the skincare line, you can literally see results. We have a strong following from several physicians, pediatricians especially in the community, that will bring their clients in to try us. Innovation has been the one thing that I have learned the most through this whole process. Any organization that's going to make an impact, it's critical to always be innovating, because there's always going to be a change. There's always going to be a need for something new, and there's always going to be a need for new equipment, new products. And so if you stop innovating, you stop growing. I just want others to see that you can just take one step at a time, and each step makes a difference. My name is Jamie Fankhauser, and I'm an innovator from Northwest Indiana.
Good evening, Northwest Indiana, and welcome to the Society of Innovators. I look at the Society of Innovators as an opportunity to help improve, change the culture of Northwest Indiana and take it to the next level. I was here back in the 60s and 70s, and we kind of lost our mojo a little bit when the steel industry tightened up and we lost all these jobs. But things are changing, and the interesting thing about the Society of Innovators, when they recognize innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship in individual companies or in teams, it inspires all of us, and it inspires their employees to do better. And we just need more and more of that in the region, and that's why I'm so proud to have NIPSCO, and on behalf of the 3,000 hardworking employees at NIPSCO, we're glad to be a long-term supporter of the Society of Innovators.
Hi, I'm Jason Williams, Managing Director for the Society of Innovators at Purdue Northwest. First, I want to thank our sponsors that are helping make tonight possible. Thank you to Purdue Northwest, of course, P&W. We're here hosting tonight's event at the Dworkin Center on the Westville campus for P&W. Thank you to NIPSCO and ArcelorMittal for making this event possible. And then thank you to the Northwest Indiana Times for helping spread the word about tonight's event and our winners going forward. So it's been a few years since we welcomed a full class of innovators, but since 2005, our Innovators Awards program celebrates Northwest Indiana's spirit of creativity and ingenuity by discovering, honoring, and celebrating innovators from across our 7-county region. Dedicated to the idea that anyone can be an innovator, the Society of Innovators recognizes that innovation is the key to 21st century competitiveness. We are thrilled to be able to welcome 8 individuals and 5 teams into the Society as members of our class of 2020. They were chosen by our selection committee from over 40 finalists from across the region. While the awards recognize the people behind the work, our selection committee examined and analyzed the innovations these women and men are responsible for in order to guide their final decision making. An innovation needed to meet the following criteria. First, does it provide a new solution? Is it addressing a need or problem or an opportunity in a new or a unique or different way? Second, it needs to benefit society. What value or benefit does the innovation bring to the end user and to our community? And third, it creates value. Is there quantifiable evidence of success for the innovation? Now more than ever, our region needs these gifted, innovative leaders who are guiding our communities into the future. Thank you and enjoy the program.
Matt Hansen, Clinical Assistant Professor of Marketing, Purdue University Northwest, Hammond and Westville, Indiana. Over the years, Matt Hansen has always found innovative ways to challenge his students to learn and experience more to make them ready for life after college. Often, student education does not find real-world experiences to help us to be prepared for the real world. In the summer of 2019, Matt created the Digital Marketing Competition to help students across the world compete and prepare a real-world, applicable marketing campaign for a company actively looking to improve their digital marketing.
My name is Matt Hansen and I work for Purdue Northwest. I work in the College of Business. The digital marketing competition was launched based off of a simple conversation that we had with a company here in Michigan City. They came to us, we're looking for a way that they could do some kind of work with Purdue Northwest and the students. And they had brought up, possibly doing a competition. About 48 hours later, we came up with the idea of the digital marketing competition. Launched it, and we are off and running. At this point, the digital marketing competition is an international competition for college students. The digital marketing competition is more of a platform of three parties working together. The whole idea of it is really just to allow the students to work on something for a real client and present it to that client and learn along the way. Innovation to me is always looking forward, right? So I have people tell me all the time, like, Matt, why do you always push and push and push? You never stop. Digital marketing just evolves constantly. It never stops. And if you sit there and you let it stop, you never evolve yourself, then you're gonna be, you'll become the dinosaur pretty quick. But what I'm always telling students is innovate, change, take yourself to that next level and always challenge yourself, because if you're not challenging yourself, you're not learning. The ability for us to create and innovate and do different things, it's a constant process. What I've noticed through the years is when you push students, and especially students here in Northwest Indiana, they do amazing things, right? And we've integrated them into the process, and it just amazes me. My name is Matt Hansen, and I'm a Northwest Indiana innovator.
Jake Miller, owner, JEM Custom Shoes, Michigan City, Indiana. JEM Custom Shoes was started by Jake Elliott Miller at the age of 16. It offers an extensive collection of custom solutions to give high-end sneakers a new life. As an artist, another opportunity Jake saw was to not only bring tired old shoes back to life, but to customize them to a customer's specifications. He learned to apply custom touches or images requested by the client. He taught himself how to accurately restore a particular brand's features, like the images, the bottom soles, and the insoles, by figuring out how a shoe was made.
I'm Jake Miller from JEM Custom Shoes. I'm the owner and artist. And what I do is I hand paint and refurbish and clean footwear. So JEM Custom Shoes started in 2015, about 6 years ago. So the innovations involved were really just cleaning shoes and refurbishing shoes. So that's also one of my biggest innovations, is keeping shoes out of landfills. Because every year, over 300 million shoes go into a landfill. Another innovation is, I call it the light box. So with the coronavirus, we know that ultraviolet light helps to basically kill off the germs and kill off the virus. Originally, it's for unyellowing shoes. The bottoms of the soles can get yellow from oxidization. But with this, I can also put the shoes in there and it can basically sanitize the shoes overnight. The definition of innovation is usually like a new idea, a new product, or a new design. But Innovation doesn't necessarily have to be new. It's basically just adaptations of past ideas. Everything is basically already here. Everything is already here potentially. It just has to be thought of. So basically, innovation is just adaptation to me, you know? You just have to overcome and tweak little ideas to make things more efficient or better. A lot of people just think Northwest Indiana is just corn or like Gary, but I wish a lot of people knew that there's a lot of potential here, and especially anything you can do anywhere else, you can do it here and be successful. Especially being so close to such a major city like Chicago, we have all the resources we need and we can utilize that to bring it out here. We have so much potential. My name is Jake Miller and I'm a Northwest Indiana innovator.
Jared Riddle, Professor of English, Department Chair at Ivy Tech Community College, East Chicago, Indiana. Professor Jared Riddle rose to the unprecedented and immediate challenge of the coronavirus pandemic and dove headfirst into the waters of virtual teaching. Riddle has an extensive theater background, and he drew on that experience, developing voiceover, custom graphics, and intro and exit music to create engaging and entertaining lectures for his students.
I'm Professor Riddle at Ivy Tech Community College, Lake County. Faculty across the nation have had to pivot to this virtual hybrid delivery with very short notice. But as far as this sort of virtual live, recorded, synthesized teaching space, and that's going to be with us from here on out. So my methods are rooted in the design of engaging virtual learning environments, which include the use of custom created, but also public domain and free but licensed music and sound and graphics, right? And embedding those into a familiar classroom narrative. The goal is to, here are the tools that we already know from television, from theater, and so forth. And although education is not entertainment, you still got to keep our attention. If you love to experiment, right? If you want to do things, then you're an innovative person. Innovation is playing. It's collaborating with those like-minded folk to think differently. Because those people that can see the possibilities in the problems, those creative types, those are the folks who help all of us find better paths and improve prospects. Being a part of an ongoing collaboration with like-minded creative folk, I don't know, what's the word? I mean, I'm a word guy, right? Gobsmacked? Right? Maybe that's what I feel about being inducted into the Society of Innovators. My name is Jared Riddle, and I'm a Northwest Indiana innovator.
Daniel Schultz, teacher, Hobart High School, Hobart, Indiana. Daniel Schultz runs an engineering design thinking class at Hobart High School. He is implementing design thinking strategies to dovetail with traditional engineering principles. This class has been a hotbed of not just engineered products and inventions, but also innovative solutions. In providing such an unusual class, he is growing a culture of innovation at the Hobart High School.
My name is Dan Schultz. I'm a teacher at Hobart High School. I teach the engineering division over there and also entrepreneurship. My perspective, outside looking in, I didn't start as a teacher. So I went through the whole creating business, entrepreneurial pathway on my own. That saying, you do what you love and you never work a day in your life, there's a million sayings like that, and really none of them really sank in for me until I lived it. Because when it's true, when you're doing something you enjoy, it doesn't feel like work. I like the location of Hobart. I really do feel like it is a hub of innovation here. What we've done at Hobart is not only have the business side right now. We've kind of built out an entire block of time where we have multiple disciplines and all those classes happening at the same time. The kids can kind of cross and work together. You know, they're so used to that format of here's the info, study the info, take the quiz, take the test, whatever it is, you know, standardized. I like to be more of a mentor, you know. I call it like guided discovery. It's really giving them the time and the energy that your parents or your mentors would really love to have and give to you, but they can't always do it because they don't have the time. I do have that time. That's really what innovation is from the teaching perspective. My name is Dan Schultz, and I'm a Northwest Indiana innovator.
Congratulations again to all of our 8 individual winners and inductees into the Society of Innovators. All well-deserved, and we welcome you into the Society. Now I want to bring up Matt Wells. He's the interim executive director of One Region and a valuable community collaborator and partner for the Society of Innovators.
Good evening. My name is Matt Wells, and I have the privilege of serving as the interim CEO of One Region and the Northwest Indiana Regional Opportunities Council. It is my great honor and privilege to speak to you this evening very briefly, to offer my congratulations to those of you that are being inducted into the Society of Innovators this evening. One Region as a nonprofit has as its mission to grow population, attract and retain talent, and increase household incomes in Northwest Indiana. And so the mission of Society of Innovators and that of One Region complement each other very well, because we believe that innovation, that discovery, that creating new ways of doing things, new products, creating a culture of an innovative entrepreneurship ecosystem is absolutely critical to all of those 3 domains that One Region strives to advance here in Northwest Indiana. So we are very, very pleased with the work that's going on throughout the region to create new opportunities, particularly in the wake of this difficult time that we've been experiencing as a result of the pandemic and the economic downturn. There's all kinds of examples of regions of the United States and elsewhere that have created successful tech entrepreneurship ecosystems and just general cultures of innovation that help to keep young talent here. And that's what we're striving to work toward together. And so it's my privilege to offer my congratulations on behalf of the Board of Directors of One Region and continue to innovate, continue to grow, and help us to build the region of tomorrow.
So now it is my pleasure to introduce this year's team inductees into the Society. The Society recognizes exemplary teams and individual team members who have made it through our selection process as inductees into the Society of Innovators. Teams from an individual company, government unit, not-for-profit agency, educational institution, or a group of organizations from a specific project are eligible for consideration. This year, we are pleased to welcome into the Society 5 teams consisting of 20 individual team members as part of our class of 2020. ArcelorMittal, team led by Richard Clausius, East Chicago, Indiana. ArcelorMittal Global Research and Development, working in cooperation with U.S. safety barrier manufacturer Gregory Industries, has brought to market a proprietary high-containment steel center median safety barrier for use in North America. This all-steel mesh TL5 longitudinal barrier, marketed as the Guardian 5 or G5 by Gregory, is a safer and more economical alternative to concrete barriers. Team members include Richard Clausius, Project Manager of Construction and Manufacturing at ArcelorMittal, Michael Grimling, the Unit Manager for Ideas at CRM Group, and Rick Maurer, Special Project Manager at Gregory Industries.
My name is Rich Clausius. I work with ArcelorMittal Gold Bar in East Chicago, Indiana. This new barrier is the first one that's a steel center meeting at that high containment level. So it's made of steel, it's recyclable. You don't have to do drainage like you do for concrete. It's much easier to install, it goes in quicker. So it's really a good project. It's a new way of doing things, and the team really worked hard to make sure that we made a barrier that somebody could actually install without special equipment. I'm based in East Chicago, Indiana. Rick actually works for Gregory Industries out of Canton, Ohio, but he's based in New Hampshire. And Michael Gremlings holds the team in CRM in Belgium. And his team really has the expertise in the modeling. And without these guys, this project would have never happened. But together, we're a great team. We designed something that's usable, federal highway approved, and now it's going in production. I've been in the steel industry for 35 years, so I've seen quite a bit of evolution. And before it was, this is just the way you do it. That's not true anymore. There's a lot of multidisciplinary teams. You're working with the shop people on the floor. You're working with R&D. You're working with new equipment, new vendors. You got to do trials, and sometimes you don't know how it's going to turn out. So it's really more of a team approach, the knowledge approach. You take the people that have been there forever and learn, and it's always about not saying, what did we do, but what can we do? It's all about what can we do differently, and really letting people try to be different. Whether you do a house project, a R&D project, a lot of times you do work and maybe it's going to be put on a shelf or it'll be patented and you don't know when it's ever going to be used. So to have something that we're being recognized that really contributes to society, show that steel can make a great product as an option to concrete, we really feel very privileged, the whole team. When I talk to Rick at Gregory or Michael at CRM, everybody's like, wow, this is great. We really appreciate this. My name is Rich Clausius, and I'm proud to be a Northwest Indiana innovator.
Centier Bank, led by Chris Campbell, Maryville, Indiana. Bill and Narrow, powered by Centier Bank, is a savings account with a game-like approach that offers players the opportunity to win cash with zero risk. Earn chances to win while saving. When you make a qualifying deposit of at least $25, you earn a chance to win the $1,000 prize. Every 3 qualifying deposits within a month earns you a chance to win the quarterly prize starting from $10,000. Money deposited, money saved. Team members include Chris Campbell, Senior Partner at Centier, Susan Griffin, the Retail Marketing Manager, Jessica Cantarelli, PR and Communications Manager, Don Baker, Centier CIO, and Marcy Arroyo, Technical Project Manager.
I'm Jessica Cantarelli. I'm the Public Relations and Communications Manager for Centier and Bill & Narrow.
I'm Don Baker. I am the CIO and one of the senior partners at Centier Bank.
I'm Susan Griffin. I'm the Retail Marketing Manager and also the Bill & Narrow Project Manager for Centier and Bill & Narrow.
Hey, I'm Marcy Arroyo. I'm a Project Manager here at Centier Bank and helped manage the project for Bill & Narrow.
Chris Campbell, Senior Partner at Centier and part of the Bill & Narrow team.
So, I mean, this was one that, we really wanted to look at an application that could be a benefit to our clients, that could really help those of any demographic save money. So we wanted to go mobile, we wanted it to be digital, we wanted it to be fun, simple, easy to use, and we think we really hit all those marks in Bill & Narrow.
Centier Bank is synonymous with Northwest Indiana and the region. We've been such a long-standing institution, 125 years of family ownership and business. So this is one way I think we're kind of celebrating that milestone, is kind of looking toward the future of banking and looking toward the future of the region and how we can contribute. So this has been just an honor and a thrill for us to even just be a part of this team and then to receive this recognition as well.
Yeah, I think innovation, Bill & Narrow really fits into that. You're always just trying to find ways to be better and make people see things in a different light, and I think that's kind of where we're gearing towards, is trying to get people to save, just finding ways to be better and keep moving forward and staying up to date with the way that things are changing in the world.
It is definitely innovation driven by solution, and we really feel that our no risk solution is a great way to do that while so many are struggling right now.
The Economic Development Corporation of Michigan City, in cooperation with Michigan City Area Schools, team led by Clarence Hulse of Michigan City, Indiana. The Economic Development Corporation of Michigan City and Michigan City Area Schools collaborated to create the Compressed Air Academy, a program for mechanically inclined students interested in a head start on a career in a vibrant LaPorte County industry. The Compressed Air Academy is the only of its kind in the United States. Team members include Clarence Hulse, Executive Director of the Economic Development Corporation of Michigan City, Dr. Barbara Eason-Watkins, Superintendent of Michigan Area Schools, Ralph Gee, Engineering Technology Teacher and MC Robotics Coach at Michigan City High School, Jeffrey Rochowak, Engineering Technology Teacher, Michigan City High School, and Audra Peterson, Director of the Porter County Career Education.
Our Air Compressor Academy, Dr. Eason-Watkins came to Ralph and myself 2.5 years ago and says, I got an idea. She started meeting with some of our local companies and looking at avenues for our students to be able to get jobs right out of high school. Also, if they want to go off to college, to be able to come back for internships and then even work with the companies afterwards. So we met with Solaire, Sullivan Palatech, Boss, Decker Vacuums, just to name a few, and put an Air Compressor Academy curriculum together.
In my opinion, the Compressed Air Academy is a true example of what a business and school district collaboration can truly be to benefit the workforce of an industry, and in this case, it's the compressed air industry.
In the world of economic development, having a qualified, available workforce is always key to attracting industry, but keeping the ones you have. And so we were being told by the compressed air industry that they could not find qualified employees. And we know we've had some great students coming out of Michigan City High School. So the question was, how do we make them aware of this great industry within their backyards?
Just knowing that there's a path ver them after high school, beyond colleges, it makes it much better for them.
We want our students to be able to solve any type of problem, to think, outside of the box in terms of solutions that may not have even been considered, even just a few months before they encountered a given problem. And not being afraid, just knowing that our students will have had that opportunity to think outside of the box and to challenge themselves, to push themselves to greater heights is something that I think is critically important.
If we take that just basic concept of taking something old and making it better, the Compressed Air Academy took what would typically be a normal run-of-the-mill class and turned it into something really great.
Keep going. You can do this. That resilience is part of the pride at Purdue University Northwest. Just like you, we find a way to keep moving forward, coming together to thrive as a community. When you join the Pride at PNW, you do more than develop the real-world tools you need to succeed. You feed the determination that makes it all possible. Power onward with PNW.
Ton and Blank Construction, team led by John Gilmore, Michigan City, Indiana. Ton and Blank's creativity, innovation, and resourcefulness in a time of extreme pressure and constraints allowed Franciscan Health to respond to COVID-19 throughout Indiana and Illinois. Ton and Blank made rapid changes to its normal operations to help healthcare experts and first responders to safely treat patients. They moved quickly from preparedness to action in a matter of days to help fight against the public health crisis. Team members include John Gilmore, CEO and President of Ton and Blank Construction, the operations, superintendents, and field employees represented by Jeff Chapman, the design department represented by Raphael Tudor, the program management team represented by Roger Nags, and the safety, quality, and COVID response planning team represented by Eric Wise.
My name is John Gilmore, and I'm a Northwest Indiana innovator. Our team was faced with a very difficult problem that we've never seen in any of our lifetimes. Our people stepped up and mitigated that problem without hesitation. It started at the beginning of the pandemic when we were having calls with the hospital system, and we were talking about our response, their response to COVID. And it was really an interesting time because we were concerned how we're going to react to this. Ton and Blank said, well, for $100,000, we can build you a building. So the idea came, let's build a temporary structure. And we designed these facilities so that they would be infection resistant, easily cleanable, put the exam chairs 6 foot apart for social distancing, heated it, cooled it, and those facilities are still up today because we knew that that this could last longer. That was the greatest innovation. Was we didn't know what to do and we got there. Innovation to me is necessity in business. If you don't evolve, if you don't innovate, your business is going to fail. It's going to eventually die. Looking at the people who are being inducted and the people who have been inducted, it's just a great honor for us to be involved and for us to be recognized. And again, it's not John Gilmore. I didn't do it. It was my team, and I could not be more proud of them, and they do deserve this award. The best thing about Northwest Indiana is our workforce, our skilled workforce, the talent we have here. I would put our workers, our healthcare workers, our manufacturing workers against anyone in the world, and that's a fact.
Top Flight Hockey, team led by Quentin Oster and Danny Mikrit, St. John, Indiana. Top Flight Hockey was founded in order to give hockey players an affordable alternative to purchasing expensive retail products. They purchase new and used overstock sticks and equipment from the NHL, the AHL, the NCAA, and other high-level junior hockey programs, and resell them at a fraction of retail prices through our storefront in Northwest Indiana, as well as online through websites and eBay. Team members include Quentin Oster and Danny Mikrit, both co-founders of Top Flight Hockey.
I'm Dan Mikrit.
My name is Quentin Oster. We're co-owners in the company.
Both of us were college roommates. We started it 3-4 years ago as Top Flight Hockey.
We started by pretty much just getting broken sticks, and they're valuable to us because we can make stuff out of them. We can repair them. We can make coasters, bottle openers, tables, really anything that we want to resell we can make.
Even with some of the big NHL teams now, the player names are all printed on them, so we can kind of sell to a different market there. So it's all about creating more revenue streams, I guess, at that point. It started with one, and now we've built it into several, which is kind of a stress reliever for us.
Just by taking an idea that you have in your head and tweaking it and making it, the best you can. Sometimes it doesn't work out the way you want it to in the first place, so you just keep trying and trying again until you got something that you're happy with.
We buy new, used, and broken hockey sticks and equipment from anywhere and anyone that'll sell it to us. What we do with it is as much as we can come up with. Things are changing so quick now. It's like if you're not changing with the times, you're falling behind. And to us as a business and to me as a person, we wouldn't have a business if it weren't for being innovative and creative.
Yeah, it's come a long way. Like I said, we pretty much started in our basement and in college in our house there, and then going back after graduating to my mom's basement basically and running out of there, and then our office was in his bedroom, and then from there we moved into the warehouse with 100 sticks or whatever, and then now it's full.
The fact that we have been recognized and someone else does think that what we're doing is creative and innovative, it does mean a lot. It's really cool to be here, and this is probably one of the coolest things that's happened to us since we've started our business. It kind of makes it a little bit more real. My name is Dan Mikrit, and I'm a Northwest Indiana innovator.
My name is Quentin Oster, and I'm a Northwest Indiana innovator.
Congratulations to all of our team winners, and welcome into the Society of Innovators. Now I want to bring up the Society of Innovators Chairman of the Board, Gary Johnson. Gary's going to tell you a little bit more about what the Society's been up to and highlight 2 new awards that will be coming in 2021.
Hello, my name is Gary Johnson, and I'm the Chairman of the Board of the Society of Innovators at Purdue Northwest. It's a great pleasure to be with you here this evening and to welcome you to the Dworkin Center at the Westville campus of Purdue University Northwest. It's a great facility, and we wish you could be here in person. The Society of Innovators began over 14 years ago as a program at Ivy Tech at the Gary campus, and it incubated there until they discontinued the program about 3 years ago, at which time we made what has turned out to be a wonderful connection with Chancellor Thomas Keon of Purdue University Northwest. The Society of Innovators exists to highlight the role of innovation in community and economic development in Northwest Indiana. We believe that innovation can be a powerful force to help us with economic development throughout the region and also community development throughout the region. as we work to offer economic opportunity to all people in the community and to recognize their efforts. 3 words that characterize what we do in Northwest Indiana with respect to innovation is we celebrate, we educate, and we collaborate. Many of you may remember the Society of Innovators for the awards that it presented each year recognizing innovation throughout Northwest Indiana. In addition to inducting many new members into the Society of Innovators this evening, we have 2 other awards that we would like to announce to you. One of them relates to team innovation, and the second relates to the fellows. I would like to start by describing further the Team Innovation Award. There's no one that deserves the honor of having this award named after him more than Richard C. Sussman. He was legendary in the steel industry as a technical innovator, as a great leader, and as a fantastic team member for those who worked with him. He's credited for pushing creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship as critical elements to remain competitive. And this award builds on his legacy for a stronger Northwest Indiana. This award is for team innovation. Of course, there's always the lone person in his garage that comes up with a wonderful idea that has real impact. But very often, some of the major achievements are made by teams. And so the Society of Innovators, knowing that some of the impact that is created by team innovation, especially in our larger enterprises throughout Northwest Indiana, is worthy of a special award. Okay, the second category of award that we want to announce this evening is Society of Innovators Fellows. The Society has typically recognized fellows throughout its existence. However, in the past year, we have reevaluated the criteria for the fellows, and in recognition of the fact that it is the highest award, the highest individual award that the Society confers, we are reevaluating the criteria to ensure that it is awarded to a very exclusive club of innovators who have had a lasting impact on the society in Northwest Indiana. Although we are making announcements of these 2 awards this evening, it will be 2021 before we have gone through the full nomination and evaluation process, and will be in a position to make the first Richard Sussman Award and to begin inducting new fellows into the Society of Innovators.